Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Tuesday nighttime stream. We have a new Alakazam first edition base set break. All right. And then also we've got, sorting through old slabs. Let's see. Cracking regrades. There we go. And then how about, what else is real interesting? Sylveon's not quite close. It's about halfway done. New other dash shuffles. We'll just advertise that again because it is new. All right, so here we are. It's 2:25. We started a little bit later. I didn't set an alarm. Oops. I dozed off and I woke up on my own naturally. We're going live for Tuesday night. And then I was like, oh, shoot. And I peeled myself out of bed. It was already like 2:15. So here we are. All right. Good. That's pinged. That's nice. Let's get the website. Let's get the website pinned. I like this song. It's like an alarm clock. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. Probably not. There goes Mister. I missed you so much. Hey, how's it going, Lurkin Lowry? Let's jump over here. What we got? Junk, emails, junk email, junk. PSA submission, not junk. All right. And this guy sent a message on eBay. Hi, is this UV resistant? Okay, I'm gonna throw that away as well. Oh, hiccup. What the hell? You guys ever get hiccups? All right. We'll close all these. All right. We most recently noticed the Korean Black Bolt was off price. So we have adjusted that now. Here we are. Let's see. Website pinned. Good. Let's get the iPad open. Oh, 13 people here, huh? Let's see. Boom. All right, Mr. Check my messages on Discord. Oh, really? Your messages on Discord? Does Karis do custom drawings? I would love a Houndoom. Yeah, so Karis drew a new card tonight. She was trying to draw Charizard, and I said, you got to stop trying Charizard and just draw something cute. And she's like, okay. So she drew a nice, cute Ditto. And it actually came out pretty good. So she was like, whoa. You are? But yeah, she was practicing Charizard. He's a toughie. Charizard's not easy to draw, if you guys didn't know that. You are? All right. She drew that Gengar for who was it that bought that one? John Lucas. And he paid $150 for that Gengar. That was the last card of hers that sold. We have a drawing or two of hers up here on the table somewhere. Maybe not on the table, but in the slab boxes. I think it's a Hunter. So she's got a card already ready for sale. But that Ditto needs to be encapsulated. You guys see that in the Discord server? It's a cute card. Yeah, that Ditto turned out pretty well, actually. The Ditto she drew is legit amazing. Yeah, it's good, man. She did a good job on it. Oh, oh no, not the coughs. Did you see Plasma Darkrai 10 sold for 45K? Oh my God, are you serious? That's ridiculous. That's too much. 45,000 Plasma Darkrai. Wow. Half 100,000 guys for one Pokemon card. You know, my Toyota, my RAV4 SUV, that costs $45,000. And it's like a whole freaking car. Well, somebody's going to pay $45,000 for some kid's cardboard? That's pokey business. Boy, I needed that. I needed that so bad. Yeah, it's pretty incredible. Where does Pokemon go from here? I mean, a lot of people assume it's going to crash. What if it doesn't crash? What if it just gets crazier and crazier and crazier? You know, like that. It doesn't necessarily have to crash. Oh yeah, I was showing this off, wasn't I? So they paid $295 for that. Show. All right, let's put this to the side. Big fan of those Topps cards. We have a crimped Snorlax. What would you guys pay for this crimped Snorlax? Ignore the grade and think about the fact that it is crimped. A holder. What do you guys think of that? We got this PSA 8 Rainbow Dragonite. That's pretty cool. Let's see if we can find something like that online. Let's price up some of these real fast. So we were getting these from the daytime stream. Topps Rainbow Dragonite. Excuse me. Topps Rainbow Dragonite. So here's a different Dragonite, and they want $600 for it as an 8. But let me check sold. Well, this one sold for 45, but I don't think it's actually rainbow. Look at it. That's a standard one, so I don't think that can count. The title says rainbow, but it looks like a non-hollow, so it looks like it was mislabeled. So there's very little data to go off of. You just have this one on eBay for 600, and it claims there was one that sold. Tell you what, why don't we get rid of the number 8 and just see any number? 8, 9, 10, 7, 6, 5. So here we go. So here's a PSA 9 for 300. Now we know we don't want to go past 300. All right. So here's a raw one for 125. And let's go ahead and check sold now. Okay, and here's a PSA 7 selling for 120 back in April. That's a PSA 7. So now we've got kind of an upper bounds of 300 and a lower bounds of 120. So what's the half point between 120 and 300? Let's ask AI. What's the half point between 120 and 300? About 215. All right, let's see. Now we got a price. Should I use a good sticker or a big sticker? It's a 3-digit card. Let's use a big sticker. Why not? What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tuesday late night stream. Why don't you smash the button on the way in? Say hello, introduce yourself. How are you tonight? 215. 2K if I had it. The Ponita is nice. Mister, what's the most you ever spent on one card, if you don't mind me asking? It's either the Gold Star Charizard, which I spent 21,000 on, or it's the Crystal Charizard, which I think I spent 21,000 on. I can't remember exactly which one of those two was more expensive, but that would be the answer. One of those two cards was the most expensive. It's a good question. Yeah, I never spent more than 21,000 on a card. Still a lot of money, I guess. Topps, Rainbow, Charizard. We're pricing up these cards for the daytime stream. You remember them, guys? Okay, we're going to go with cheapest price. What kind of options we got? Okay, looks like we have an exact option right here, but that isn't rainbow. That's just a standard foil. They called it rainbow, but it's standard. So that's not a comparison. Here's a rainbow Charizard for 270. Whoa. And then here's one for 370. Whoa. And then here's the exact copy Charizard that this is a 7. So 370 was for a PSA 7. So here's a PSA 9 for 650. All right, so we're going to go below 650, I think. Here it goes. Such a cool slab. Actually, here, let's pull it back a little bit so you see that Pokemon. Rock Returns Articuno just sold for $10,000 earlier. So wild. From 1.3 thousand to 10,000. Woo! Who else has some record prices to share? Anybody? Oh, and I lost my train of thought. What were we going to do? Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember. 490. So this Charizard shall be $490. Okay. Erica's Invitation PSA 8. We're getting a couple interesting cards up here while we wait for our first order to service for the Tuesday nighttime stream. Welcome, guys. This is the late night stream. I'm your host, Mr. Cardconomist. How are you guys feeling tonight? Tuesdays aren't always the busiest days. Erica's Invitation. What I know is that the daytime stream was a little bit slow. So I would be not surprised if tonight was a little bit slow, but that's all right. We're going to hang out. We're going to talk about the hobby. If we reach, let's say 35 likes, we're going to host a giveaway anyways. So that doesn't matter. We'll have a nice little giveaway for you guys. We hang out, just have a good time. You know, a little party over here. I'm Slams McKenzie. We're going to party. I don't remember what kind of sound effects he was making back then. All right. Now, let me double check this. Let me make sure this is correct. Lovelex Charizard promo sold for 135K in a 10 a month or two ago. Woo! Yeah, I saw that one. I remember that one. That was pricey. So this card's not very expensive. This card is just $25. That almost doesn't seem right. Let me look at that. 25. I mean, like, almost seems like the raw card would be worth more than that. Oh, it's 25. Boy, that card screams Ivan Rodriguez on it. He would want that. All right, now here is the Pikachu McDonald's promo. That's a cool card. From Dragon Discovery, huh? You know, we never got a 10 from that set. Dragon Discovery. This should be cheap. Pikachu. Oh, yes. So Dragon Discovery, Pikachu 9. I don't see anything to go off of. Did I spell it right? Dragon Discovery, Pikachu. Let's lower it to Pikachu. And what's his number, huh? 002. Pikachu 002. Nope, still not. Oh, here we go. Okay, no, we found it. We found it. We found it. $28. Okay, $28. Good. We're getting some prices up in here. I would buy Erica. Does anyone send in? Here's the Pikachu. Yeah, the Erica seems weirdly cheap. I don't really know what to do with this error Snorlax. This is an error card, in my opinion. Let's offer a price on him. He is an error card. I'm gonna say 240. I'm gonna say 200. He's not a Pokemon Center Snorlax, just the standard ETB. And then this guy says to flatten. He does look like he needs to be flattened, but look at it. It almost looks like that would be really hard. Just the style of the bad edge seems like it would be difficult to fix. That's got an 8 on it. It's tempting to just sell it as an 8. Let somebody else flatten it out. You know what I mean? Yeah, so look, you can see the main reason it graded 8 is because of this edge right here. If you want to flatten that all day long, you might be able to turn that guy into a 10. Maybe. I can't guarantee that, but I think it would grade higher than 8 anyways. I don't know if I want to do it. Am I that guy that wants to sit around fixing this card all day? Some guy's probably so good at fixing cards that he can do it. You know, you seen those guys online? They can like fix a card with a curve in it. I can take a little Sharpie marker and go woo 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 woo. Right? You seen me do that, right? Just play around with the. I'm not a pro, is what I'm saying. So for somebody, this could be an opportunity to grade a. Here, let's see, PSA tops Charizard. To grade an 8 into like a 9 or into a 10 if you're real lucky. But you'd have to be pretty good at fixing it, I think. So that's the downside. So I would describe this card as potentially fixable. Oh man. Come on, bro. All right, here we go. Oh, that's a 6. That's a 7. I'm looking for an 8. There's another 6. You know, I should have just directly searched for an 8 first. Let's start there. 8. All right. Come on now. Maybe I should type in first movie as well. Come on, baby. Here it is. PSA 8, first movie, 94 and 25. So what's 95 and 25? 120. Technically, you'd have to pay the import fee too on 120. So I'm going to say 125. Well, that's cheap enough to go into the live customs. So if no one buys it, we got a new live custom card potential. Now look at those nice cards up on the table. We're talking about how we're not getting our submissions back on time. All grading seems to be slowed down. And so these could be some great backup cards. We're starting to go through stuff we don't normally touch, like these cross grades. Ooh, like this blue Magikarp. So this guy's already ready to go. Yeah, you guys, I know you guys, you're not going to pay a high price for this. So I'm going to crack him and send him in. He is an expensive card, no matter what. I'm not going to sell him as a 9.5 and lose all the value. He will be regraded. I'm not going to bother tracking this one either because I'm pretty sure it's just going to get a 10. I've done this a bunch already. BGS, they're really tough, man. They're like, nah, your card can't have a 10. It can have a 9.5. BGS is tough. Think of how many 9.5s are floating out there way underpriced because nobody wants them, even though they're gem mint. But they say 9.5 instead of 10 on them, and people go, I don't want that. That's gross. It's Tuesday night. How's it going, everybody? We were opening some cards in the daytime stream. I don't think we had any super big pulls. You know what that means? They were just buttering up the pulls for you guys, the nighttime stream. They're just sweeping some of the cold ones out of the way. We had people opening up Ascended Heroes. No SIR popped out, though. Ascended Heroes, one of the best selling sets. And you know what? I did a restock on Ascended Heroes already. So we sent in for another 4 cases. And it is just one of the top selling items. So it's going ham. People want that Gengar. I don't blame them. Can't wait for Subnautica 2 this Thursday. What's that, Subnautica? Come on, bro. Open sesame. I should have just cracked the corner and used the screwdriver. There we go. So there is another open slab. Boom, tossed. We've opened a couple of them today. Do you guys like watching slabs get open? So this saucy little guy, this humble Magikarp card, probably would have cost less than $100 as a 9.5. When it comes back from PSA as a 10, we're going to be selling this probably for like $300 to $400. He is a serious card. He is a Magikarp. Magikarp poker sells for big money. Big money, and I'm sitting on hundreds of them. I don't know if I have hundreds, but I got a lot of poker cards left. Boy, do I got a lot of poker cards. That is one thing that I stocked up on like crazy. Okay. All right. Good, Eddie Kid. What do we have here? Oh, no. Hold on. I got a little cough. Hold on. All right. So this poor card is so annoying. This Master Chief card is a card I pulled myself. And you know how I handle cards that are holographic tops cards? I handle them perfectly. I'm very confident the reason this probably got a 9 is the thumbnail, the thumbprint on the card. So, first of all, appreciate how ugly this slab is. Do you see all this ugly lines in the slab itself? Now, where did we sense that there was a thumbprint? There was a thumbprint somewhere. Where is it? On the back? Where was that thumbprint? Actually, I don't remember where it was. I thought it was on the front. Oh, there it is. It's in this corner down here, I think. See that? That's not my finger. I would never touch that card that way. This looks like somebody grabbed it like that. See? Not in 1,000 years would I hold the card that way. I would have always held the card like this, like a pro, because I know what it takes to get a 10. You cannot touch the surface of a excuse me, of a holographic tops card. You cannot touch the surface. I know that 1,000 times over. And here you are with the finest Halo card possible. You can't pull a better card than this. So I think what I need is a micro cloth. Actually, I might have one. Give me a second. I actually have two cloths. I don't know which one's considered a micro cloth. Check it out. So we got this little black one, and then this one. I feel like this is the micro cloth. Not in 1,000 years would I handle that Halo card that way. And now it's got a 9. It just makes me so dang mad, dude. We got cards so clean. Now, that might not be the only reason it graded 9. Could be in this corner. That thing right there could have cost a 9. What do you guys think? Hmm. So the question is this worth cracking and resubmitting? I'd like to. I'd like to resubmit it. That's the best Halo card in the vintage Halo set. There's no better card. That's the best one. Test on a cheap card. I like your way of thinking, soldier. All right, so we have some tops cards over here. Jigglypuff's good, actually. Darn, I don't have like a Spearow or some crap. Dang it. All right, that would have been too easy, huh? Too easy. Well, I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. I'll do it on the Jigglypuff. So these are both tops cards, right? I don't know. I like the Jigglypuff. I don't like the Bulbasaur is ugly. Let's do it on the Bulbasaur. PSA sucks now. Yeah, well, it came back 9, and I was pretty disappointed. And I assumed that the thumbprint might have been the reason, but upon closer inspection, there's also a white dot on the back. Okay, you ready? So here goes. All right, there we go. We've left a fingerprint. And now the fingerprint be gone. So that'll work. All All right. Good. Should we crack it? What do you guys think? Should I start crack-a-lacking? The big question is, what about that white dot down there? Let me zoom one more time into the white dot. Wouldn't it be great if PSA gave a grading report? Yeah. Is that also fingerprint? Almost seems like it. Dude, that was not me. So dumb, dude. I don't know, guys. It might not be fruitful to crack it out. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? It could regrade PSA 9 again, or it could regrade PSA 8. Maybe there is a small chance it turns into a 10, though. We have to try, I think. With this one, it's too good. I think it has to be tested. All right. I've never seen you hold a card like that. How embarrassing for PSA. Yeah, it's not my fingerprint. I'm sure we could actually line our fingers up on the card and prove it. Probably going to regrade into a 9, guys, but because it appears it's not just the fingerprint. There's a white dot on it, and white dots are all it takes for a card to become a 9. But hey, maybe we get a generous grader. I couldn't tell you. Could grade it with a different company. Could grade it with CGC. Maybe they give it a Gem 10. We could grade it with Tag. Maybe Tag's like, well, the rest of the card's so good that it's still 10, you know. But this card's such a good card. I think we got to try it again. Send in those orders if you guys want to have some fun. We got an open queue. You could open some boosters. You could join a break. What are you guys looking forward to tonight? What would tickle your fancy? I know I'm not upselling too hard right now. I'm just focused on this. There it is. Wow. That is so bad. Okay, let's see. That's not dust. As much as I'd like it to be, that's not dust. So I don't think this can regrade into a 10. I wonder what this little cloth here does. Okay. Oh yeah, that was a thumbprint for sure. 100%. That was a thumbprint, everybody. It's mostly gone now. Almost looked like there was some on the other side too, believe it or not. I'm breathing on the card very gently. Looks like it was on both sides. Looks like somebody had touched it on this side too. Crazy. All right. We're just touching up this card. Wow, there was oil on that side too, huh? That is just unacceptable for a vintage card of such a high caliber for there to be fingerprints all over it from an inexperienced grader is nuts. Flip it around. Now it's still got that issue down there. What do we think of that? Probably going to be a 9. We're going to regrade it, everybody. Fingerprints are gone. All right. I'd like to regrade it with PSA. Yeah, we'll regrade it. All right. We'll be watching this card with great interest. This card's career. Flip this around. Imagine if it came back with prints again. It probably won't, but it could come back as a 9 twice, which at which point I might give up. Here goes. Good. Thanks for being here with me, guys. How are you tonight on this fine Tuesday late night stream? Who's feeling lucky? Anyone feeling lucky? I'm feeling lucky. I'm going to take a picture of this regrade slab because I'm feeling so lucky. All right, and we're going to say wiped off fingerprints, resent to PSA. They gave it a 9. It has a tiny white dot on bottom left back corner. So the odds of a 10 here, pretty slim in my opinion, but we're going to give it a try. The fingerprints are gone. We don't know if the fingerprints were part of the grade. They might have been part of the grade. Maybe the guy had already graded it and he had already touched it. And he's like, well, it's going to get a 9 anyways. There's so much, let's see. There's so much negative press surrounding PSA. I think it's time to offload my PSA slabs. All right, guys. Well, how are you tonight? We got an empty queue and some beautiful cards up here. Did you know? We have this Team Rocket pack break, and we've got this Topps pack break, but I don't think anyone's in it. There's nobody in this Topps pack break. So let me ask the audience, since there's nobody in this break. Wait, is there nobody in the break? I could be wrong. Hold on, wait a second. Before I get too far ahead of myself. We have the expensive booster, store credit, the rare candy, the box break, OB break, Pokey break, second chance bag. Okay, I don't think anyone's in here as of right now, which means, what is this? Yeah, nobody's in here. So we get to choose any break we want in here. Does anything tickle your fancy? I can put this. You want to see what was going to be in here? Let's see. We could open this up and see what was going to be in here. I got my rainbow packs, though. Let's not do that. All right, I'm going to put this here. I'd tease you guys. Imagine it was Charizard. Wouldn't that have been a tease? That's why I was tempted to do it. So let me take a second. Let's grab something else. My little sticky fingers are over here. Roaring Skies it is. The Roaring Skies Rayquaza set. Lots of beautiful Rayquazas and Roaring Skies. Watch it be Charizard. That's why I'm saying the one that gets rejected, it's Charizard. Everyone's like, nah, I don't want any tops. You mean this one with the Charizard in it? Treat yourself, mister. Open a rainbow pack. Well, I got a backlog of... Now, wait a second. What's our Roaring Skies stuff? Let me check our menu. Roaring Skies. You guys got to help me out here because I'm going to have to pay my hospital bill for having clearly failing lungs or something. 1510 over 10. But there's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful set. All right. We got these pack breaks. We've got the lightning break. Have you guys considered jumping into this Kingler? $40, 1 and 8. Here's our Dragonite trade. He's cute. Sylveon. It's a long way to go. And our new break, the Heartbreak, which is first edition base set Alakazam. Somebody's going to pull that for $40. Of course, it's going to take a while to sell 36 packs of that, but I mean, still really cool, right? We don't offer this very often. This is kind of like a one-time deal on this channel. We come into cards like this. I call them one-time deals because we don't do it ever again. So it's kind of cool that way. We have been opening some of the brand new Riftbound Unleashed. No big pulls out of there yet. could be around the corner. This is a brand new set. It just came out, just released. Riftbound. Kind of reminds me of One Piece a little bit when it came out. People are like, man, if it ever does well, now would be a good time to open it because right now there's not too much chatter about it. It's a big brand. I know we've got Ascended Heroes. People love the Ascended Heroes. They sell very consistently. Why don't we rip open a couple of these tech sticker packs and get a couple bonus Ascended Heroes ready for tonight? Because by the end of the night, somebody probably would have opened more of this. Except for 2 spots in the Roaring. There you go. 2 spots in the Roaring. We need 8 more spots to sell. That's 8 people. If you guys are buying 1 spot each. Roaring Skies. Did you know it's got a Rayquaza in it that sells for like 5,000 last time I checked? 5,000 for that Rayquaza. It's a big pull. All right, what do we got here? Putting this in here. Little sleevey. Ascended Heroes. I'm doing a restock on Ascended Heroes because it sells so dang well. Honestly, what I'd like to do with Ascended Heroes is take a break from buying it and wait, hopefully, for a reprint. But let's be honest. When are they going to print a new set, like a premium collection box or whatever for this set? Could be a while. It could be a while before anything meaningful comes out. And even then, when it does come out, it might just sell like hot popsicles anyways. Might sell through the roof, so to speak. All right. Ascended Heroes. Nobody has pulled the Gengar on this channel. So we're waiting for somebody to get those bragging rights. Isn't that fun? We've pulled a number of other big cards from here, including the Altart Pikachu. Remember that? So somebody pulled the Altart Pikachu. It was a little while ago, but somebody already pulled that Altart Forest Pikachu. That's a pricey one, if I understand correctly. What is the most expensive card in here? It is the Gengar, isn't it? I would assume it's the Gengar. But I know there's an amazing looking Dragonite. I know there's an amazing looking Dragonite, and I know that there's a amazing looking golden Charizard. Rawr. I know there's the Mega Gengar. There's the Crown Pikachu with the pink background. And there's the Forest Pikachu. What's the 5th best card in here? The Dragonite's such a good card. Is there a second trade break? There could be. There could be a much more expensive trade break. We've done that before. Trade break 1, trade break 2. We've done that before. Here we are. Ooh, one more pack. Look at all those. Ooh, mama. That's spicy. I'm liking that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve this. All right. Golden Charizard. Surprisingly, not that much. Really? He's just cheaper than you expected, huh? But he's not cheap, right? All right. I've heard they got pretty long wait times at PSA right now. So one of the things I did for you guys was the PSA submission is done. I've submitted it. It's in their queue. So I've locked us in. Very important thing to do just in case PSA announces any day now that they're also pausing grading or that they're raising the price. So we're locked in. We're not going to miss out on that. Your guys' cards are submitted. Did you guys check that out in Discord? Check it out in the Discord server. I also updated the tag submission channel to show the tag submission has gone through. Gengar 1.4 thousand, Pikachu 1.1 thousand, Dragonite 850. Here's Meowth, here's Dedenne, and here's Mr. 3. I'm gonna get a cough drop. I'm tired of coughing, guys. I feel like I've been coughing my whole life. All right, well, wait, before I do this, let me have one more drink. One more drink. Send in some orders. We're gonna have some fun tonight, right, guys? All right. This Dedenne shall be $40, and it's going into the Poke Shuffle. Let's make it 35. All right, 7 it is. We are seriously at risk of running out of slabs. Did you know that? It's a real risk. D, den, nay, T, 10, 35. Gold charger went from 390 to 550 raw. Pricey. Not as pricey as vintage, though. And that's why we have a Team Rocket booster pack break. That's the good stuff, man. Yo, Team Rocket, they're not printing any more of this. This is way out of print. Roaring Skies and Team Rocket break. Everybody's got modern booster packs. It's true. Not everybody's hosting a Team Rocket split. And you know what? It's just going to keep getting it more and more and more expensive. Let's take Mr. 3. Did you guys see this? The other shuffle? We're filling it up. That's a $70 card. So that's what, 14? 14 it is. Vintage holds the value. This modern stuff, you never know. Yeah, I mean, when we had, not when, or not if, but when we enter a bear market, what do you want to be stuck holding? PSA 10 Rocket or PSA 10 overly printed modern? What do you want to be stuck holding when the bear market begins? Mr. 3, T10. Okay, there it goes. Pop that in there. Mr. Galdino goes into the other box, the other shuffle. He's off the table and in the other shuffle now. All right, let's check the queue. I need more one-piece slabs, says AOG. Next up, we have Mr. Marius, just Mr. Marius, 2 spots in the Roaring Skies. That's a slow opening to the stream. You know, the stream sometimes gets really busy toward the end. I wish it was busy in the beginning. I think we have this pattern going on where it starts out a little slow. I think it's really heavy at the end, but I got to go to sleep at the end, man. I don't want to be the overnight stream, man. I got to go to bed. Oh, well, we'll just do whatever we got to do. Here's Marius Larson, 2 spots in that Roaring Skies break. It's now officially started. It said Roaring Skies on it, and it is Roaring Skies. Appreciate you, Mr. Marius Larson. Raiku's looking amazing. Doesn't that card look great? He looks really good. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there it is. 5 of these. I want to be stuck bear holding Mr. Hey. Is lovely cards. And let's grab a couple. Wait, how do we do this? All right, yeah, we do a. Okay. Number 037. Raku. And it's going to be P10. There it is. Good card. It is. It's from 2018. That's a really long time ago. That's 8 years ago, guys. Whoa, how the time flies. I was a 29-year-old man with not a lot of money to my name. Now I might be worth maybe $1 million. I don't know how real that is. Unless I sold my Pokemon, then it would be real. I don't want to sell my Pokemon, though. I don't want to sell it for like 20 years. So I don't know. I'm a guy with a lot of Pokemon cards. All right, that's it. The queue is empty. If you're new and you've never placed an order, place your first time order tonight. We got a first time order bonus. Oops. Oh, that's the spacer. I found it. Why did I throw this out? I don't remember why I threw it out. Guess I don't need it now. Okay, throw that out. Here it is. First time order bonus. Let's get that first time order bonus. Maybe somebody watching the stream tonight wants to place their first time order. It's a free Ghastly promo card. There's also the giveaway slab for first time people. So you get both the Ghastly and a spot in the first time order giveaway. Speaking of which, what's our giveaway going to be for tonight? Let's pick a card out. Whoever places the next order, I'll put you straight onto the giveaway slab, okay? Which I do not currently have. I don't know what should be the next giveaway slab. We usually pick something simple. Okay, well, maybe this one. All right, tonight we'll have a nicer giveaway slab. Here it is, Knockdown. He's a nice 10 as well. Isn't that interesting? So here's the rule. You have to place an order to get on here, and it's got to be larger. It's got to be a minimum $20, okay? Minimum 20. Well, this guy's going to be free. Who doesn't like a nice free tag 10? I want to be stuck there. Holy Mister, I need one more one-piece slabs. Bet sent. There it is. We're going to call this 3. Sort of free. So this will be the giveaway for tonight. We just have to hit enough likes to activate it. But I'll be tossing maybe a couple people on here tonight who place orders tonight, just automatically. We do have an order from Tyler Ferbert. He says 1 spot in the Dragonite trade break. Yes, sir, Tyler Ferbert. All right, where's that trade break? Here it is. Very good. All right. We got number 1. Let's rotate some slabs onto the table. Are you ready? Draped Charizard. Oh, he's a Rainbow 9, huh? What do I do with this card? Good morning, Mr. Happen to have any shuckles? Says the Shuckle Man. Yeah, I have 1 shuckle. I have a Neo Shuckle first edition. That's the only one I can think of, really. All right, so how about a price on this guy? Trap Charizard 9, huh? Tempting to just crack it out, you know. It's got this ugly sticker there. I don't know. It got a 9. It would just need to regrade into a 9. You have the Neo Shuckle? I believe I do. I believe that is the one. Trapped. Rainbow Trapped. Wow, there is a Rainbow Trap Charizard for sale for 1,300. But let me check sold, because I don't think he would have sold for that much. Holy boy, am I wrong? Look at this. Trap Charizard on March 16th went for 600, and then on May 10th it went for 800. So this is a very serious card. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like that the label's imperfect. I don't like the label there. And I don't like the gap right here. That's John's handiwork there. God damn it, John. I think I might crack this one and just submit it. So we're gonna We're gonna crack a TCC slab ourselves here. All right. Let's get it regraded. You guys want to know what this regrades into? I'd like to know. This was in the regrade pile, by the way. I don't normally like to crack Cardconomist slabs, but we make an exception from time to time. I think one of the biggest exceptions is if the label doesn't look very good, then it's like, yeah, let's just get this guy out. Because, you know, if I don't crack it, someone else probably going to crack it anyways. It's got to look nice. No uglies. Back when it got encapsulated, it's strong. You see that? It's strong. Back when it got encapsulated, probably wasn't worth as much. Woo. That slid forward, but didn't touch the card. Wow, that is really strongly encapsulated. There it goes. All right. A little rough there. Okay, let's take a look at the card underneath. Looks pretty clean, actually. Wow. So close to a PSA 1. Yeah, you're right. But that's why we do that. That's why we do that on that side of the, pick that up, on that side of the holder. We do it on this side because this little ledge is going to catch the screwdriver if it slides. Oh, look at this. There's a line through the card on the back. Huh. That must have been why we graded it 9. I didn't even see that. So there you go. It's very clean on the front, but it's got a line on the back. Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and get it regraded. It's been an interesting episode. Let's get a nicer sleeve. Uh-huh. It all makes sense now. Set this here. It actually makes me wonder if I would have given it a harsher grading. I always don't know with 100% certainty if the grade I handed out was correctly updated to the sticker. So that's the thing. Let's say I did not hand this a 9. Let's say I handed this like an 8 or something, which it seems like if it's got that issue on the back, that doesn't seem like a 9 to me. That seems like lower than a 9, doesn't it? I mean, look at it. That's definitely lower than a 9. Like, it's got 2 issues. So I find this hard to believe that I handed a 9 out to this. So this another reason to crack this out because I don't think that grade's accurate. I think that this would probably grade like, I mean, to be honest, if I was grading this today, 1, 2, 3, I'd probably grade this like a 6 or a 7, to be honest. And it's got a 9 on it, and I don't trust that John actually updated that label properly. It has a 9 on it, and so you think, okay, it's a Charizard with a flaw, and you don't look at it too hard after that. But we're looking at it harder now, and that's a pretty big flaw. I wouldn't have given that a 9 based off of that line. That's too big of a line. So my theory is some of these cards possibly got past John. He probably made a mistake where he didn't properly update the number, right? When you're creating the label, you have to update the grade. Maybe the previous card had a 9, and then this card is supposed to get a 7. Well, you have to go change the 9 to a 7. And when you're sitting there typing out labels all day, you can make a mistake and not do that. And so I think there's actually a lot of PSA tagged CGC BGS cards just like that, where they handed out the wrong grade, not because the grader made a mistake, but because the person who prints the label made a mistake. He forgot to update the number, and then it just slips past everyone somehow. So we'll regrade this. Let me decide who to grade it with. It's gonna be regraded probably with tag. Tag's closed though. Let's do CGC. CGC. See this up point? The up point tells me it's not gonna get a 10. All right. So that's a sub 10 card. Let's see about any fresh orders in the queue. We're having a slow start to the Tuesday nighttime stream. I don't see any orders in the queue. Hey, what's up, Fem Slayer? Maybe PSA 8, tag 6, maybe 7, so close to PSA 1. Oh yeah, when the when the screwdriver slipped, right? We have no orders in the queue. All right, it was fun, guys. I'm going back to bed. What's this? Oh, why not? He graded a tag 9, huh? Oh, okay, there's a white dot down there. Yeah, he's a 9, all right. Any new viewers, Mr. says Mr. White? Yay. Hey, what's up, man? Any new viewers? It's an interesting question. We've been getting crazy good views from the shorts and Instagram and all these other places. The stream's about the same every night, though. It's pretty consistent. I think a lot of the people who watch our content never join the streams. Here's Sadik. Now, he seems kind of expensive as $55. Let's double check this. Views are pretty steady. We're going to say Old Maid Sadik. What do we got here? All right, Old Maid Sadik's a $55 card. It really is that price. Wild. Portgas Diaz. Ooh, let's put him up into the other shuffles. So ace is going in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There it is, 15. Stocking up the other shuffle makes me think I didn't really focus on affordable, cheap, in other words, slabs from other sets. I always picked out kind of pricier ones. This one's going to say ace, T10. All right. How you guys doing tonight? How's everybody tonight? It's Tuesday. Your favorite day of the week. I'm more of a Wednesday fan. Let's grab this. I need more drink, man. I ran out of my drinky drink. Quick questions. What's your quick question, Miss Femslayer? Is that some kind of new shuffle? Yes, it is a new shuffle. This shuffle has cards that are not waifus and not Pokemons. So it's all the other stuff. Like this. Gifts from the elves or something. So this contains there's a star spot. Card Wars box. Ooh. Okay, this contains weird stuff in it. It only costs $5, so you can take an occasional shot at it, an occasional snipe at it. Since eBay fees are kind of crazy, where should I sell now? eBay's good. eBay's a very good place to sell. Yeah, eBay's got fees. A lot of places have fees. Javier's here. He says, what's up, Mr. 6 of the new Yu-Gi-Ohs, 5 of the Poke Shuffles. All right, let me put you in here. So it's a slow night. We're handing spots out to people who are placing orders. That they have to be a $20 minimum, though, okay? Can't be like $2. But Arroyo, Javier Arroyo, you got a spot in the free slab for placing an order tonight. It's a slow night. We tend to do something bonus like that. We had to have some interesting bonuses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Yu-Gi-Ohs. I think I ran out of those knockdowns. He could have gone up in the Poke Shuffle, to be honest. Not priority, but if you get a second, would you please show me my Ludicolo for its edges, corners, and print lines so I can decide if I want to grade it? All right, Lorenzo Shrub. I'm not going to pre-grade your card for you, but I'll show you your card on the front and the back, okay? Louis, LaFlame. Yes, this earlier in the daytime stream. Luke, Leon, Luke. Pretty slow night, so here we are. Lorenzo. Homa Star, more like Homie Star. Where is it? Oh, we put it in the Cool Kids box, didn't we? I told you guys I was going to start doing that again. Cool Kids box has returned, everybody. Here it is, Lorenzo Shrub. Here you are. All right, there you have it. Okay, now we get back to this. Javier Arroyo, 5 Poke Shuffles. 5 Poke Shuffles. You don't say. We'll grab this. Good. A 1, 2, 3. That was an awesome card. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. Oh, picking up a star spot. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad. We'll put you in the oddish, okay? Since you expressed your disdain for Final Fantasy. Although I'd like to see the Final Fantasy end. The oddish also needs to end. In the daytime stream, you guys might have missed this. In the daytime stream, we made the oddish a 1 in 7. So I heavily reduced the number of spots. Well, I don't want to say heavily, but, 2 out of 9 got removed. Now, this is going to say Javier Arroyo. Good. This is a 5. Check it out. 2 spots left in the oddish. It's the 420 oddish with my Siggy on it. So it's a good way to collect the TCC Siggy. I don't sign a lot of stuff. I do that on purpose. So there's a signature, but we don't sign a lot of anything else. That's the only signature we've written this year. So this year I've signed 1 thing so far, and we're already in May. So maybe 2 or 3 things signed by the end of the year. We try to keep it real low. Here it is. All right, you ready? Get the blue crayon. Hey, if you ever if you ever want to sell a card raw because you don't want to deal with the 9, let me know, okay? Because I'll buy it. Here's Photon Delta Wing. Here's, yeah, markers do not work. You cannot do that. They will see the card is altered. Here's Crimson Gaia. Ooh. Here's Magical Cylinder. This is one of the top selling sets right now. It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. Mr. Javier's taking a shot at it. He's looking for some top chase cards in here. I don't think you got him. What's the top card in here right now, Mr. Javier? What's it go for? All right, let's see. Let's flip this around. Da 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 da. We'll flip this around. Da 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 da. We'll flip this around. That's annoying that they're like that. Can you guys not hear the music at all still? No music for you guys? Is it quiet? All right, fixing this. Welcome, guys, to the Tuesday late night stream. We just started only an hour ago. Wait, it's been an hour? Holy moly, dude. No music, says Tyler. Damn, dude. Damn. That Red Eyes Black Dragon in the bulk is dope. The Red Eyes Black Dragon. I have zero knowledge of the hits from this set. Oh my god. He's just opening this blind and hoping for the best. That's true degeneracy, Mr. Javier. I like it. When you open a set, you don't even know what's in it. You're just like, I hope this is good. I hope I like it. There it is. Very nice, very nice, very nice. No other orders in the queue right now. We're having a slow Tuesday night stream. That's too bad. Let's go grab a price for this Palafin. We're going to work on slab rotations since we're having a slow night. Good time for slab rotations. Please say 10 Palafin 200. We'll look at things that we can improve in the channel while we're working on it, okay? Maybe like picking out good gym breaks. So which one is this? This is the English one. All right, well, here's an English Palafin for $104. Wow. So he's more expensive than the last time we priced him. He is going to go from $84 to $105. What about selling cards on Instagram? That's an interesting thought. You're going to sell me some cards on Instagram? 105. There he goes. And this why not really shouldn't be up here. He's a 9, and he really ought to be in the nines box. There he goes. So I don't know how he got into the other box. What we got here? Here's another Meowth. It's $50, but he should be. I don't know if he should be $50. Let me look him up. Old Maid Meow. Old Maid Meowth. He should be about $50. Wow, man, these old maid cards are not cheap. This is 2023 Latios for $40. So probably about right. This is pristine Howlucha. I hate Howlucha. I'm just not a fan. Are you guys a fan of the Howlucha? I'm just not a fan. I can't stand the way he looks. He's like a small bird, and he's wearing like a sumo mask or some poopy thing. Yeah, I'm going to lower his price to hopefully help him sell a little faster. Not a fan of him. Here it is. Ta-da. Now he's an alpha male bird. Oh. Here's a Nami. She could go into the waifu shuffle. In fact, I think she shall go into the waifu shuffle. So it says there she should be sold for $150. It's a Lucador. A Lucador. Zam. There you go. I love the Lucadors. Does he yell Nacho? Nacho! Do 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 do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nami shall be reduced to $100 as a gift. And let's go ahead and get her priced up and numbered up. 007. She's got the number 007. Nami. Nami. T10. $100. It's a Lucador. A Luchador. Tammy, can I see your Luchador mask again? She showed me her Luchador mask one time. Here's Ponyta 9. How's this 9 even on this table? Let's get this out of here. Get that 9 out of here. Here's an Abra 7. Get it out of here. Abra's out of here. Here's Cleavor. Man, I don't know about this card, man. Cleavor. I'm going to put him down in the giveaway box. Place an order over $20. Get yourself a spot on this free giveaway when you place that order. Here's Monkey D. Luffy 9. Here's Metagross. He's pretty gross. This is consignment. Hot Mama card. Here's one of Quip's drawings. Did you guys see Miss Karis drew another card today? Let me show you what she drew. The Quip's Espeon looks, it's cool. It's not as complete as this drawing she did. Did you guys see this? This was in chat. Here it is. Here's Quip's drawing. She was drawing this tonight. Isn't that cute? That's hella cute, dude. Can I click on it? What happens if I click on it? All right. Look at that. That's a hella cute. She just drew that. That's hand drawn, all of it. The whole thing's hand drawn. Wow. I mean, she did pretty good, huh? Wow. The Espeon, we've got the price at $100 on the Espeon. She sold some Umbreons of the same style as this one for $100, so this one's still going for $100. But the Ditto, when that's done encapsulating, what should that be priced as? I wonder. She is talented. Yeah, she's getting a little bit better, huh? Do you think that's an improvement? I think it's an improvement. All right, what we have here, we've got Qui-Gon Jinn. I hate that card. Let's take a look at them. So wait a second. So it's just Qui-Gon Jinn. So we're gonna go ahead and clearance this one. Ready? Watch this, guys. Looks like he's already been clearanced. He went down to 100. Yeah, he went down to 100. We're we're dropping him to 80. See the green price tag? We're dropping him to 80. And into the other shuffle he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There it is. There it is. So he's been clearanced, and away he goes. Number 78, Qui Gone, $80. Good. We're gonna say T10. Mister, her drawings are getting so good. Yeah, she likes to draw. There you go. She likes working on art. Qui-Gon's going in. I feel like this isn't being talked about enough. Quip's art is literally top tier. What? Oh, this is nice. Here we are. We're going to hit refresh over here. She enjoys being able to express herself, because she doesn't get to do that at her job very much. Her job's very dry and boring. So she's enjoying drawing. All right. There's no orders in the queue. We're 67 minutes in. It's looking like it might be an early stream tonight, guys. It is quite literally very slow. Here's Nidoran. If it's too slow, I got to call it and go to bed. Here's Palafin, Pikachu 9, Erica's Invitation. That one just hit the table, the Erica's Invitation. Now, this card's really nice. The Heatran ought to go down into the Pricey Slabs channel. If I did a shuffle and pull Qui-Gon Jinn, I'd throw my computer across the room, lol JK. In a good way or a bad way? Like I did it, or I hate this guy? Because you can re-roll him, right? We're going to go to Pricey Slabs. Here's Heatran. We're having a very slow night. Like 2 or 3 orders in an hour kind of slow. That's really slow. That's like a dead stream. Let's see. We'll pop this over here. Time to get some new sets. That's what that tells me. We need some new sets. Here's Erica's Invitation. Now these two just hit the channel, I believe. So the table, I believe. So we're gonna leave these up here. Ah, yes, the reroll. Yes, you've got the reroll, and that's a pretty big reroll if you think about it. Let's see what we got next in this pile, by the way. What? We got a 9. We got 2 9s. Wait. So wait. Oh my God, this guy got the thumbprint too. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Is it at the bottom? Is it at the bottom? Is this also a thumbprint? See, that's the thing. I thought the thumbprint was on a different position on the card. No, I can't tell, actually. I might have been freaking out over nothing. To regrade or not to regrade? That is the question here. What's wrong with this one, I wonder? Ah, that appears to be a hair within the slab. Okay. All right. Crack-a-lackin'. Ready? PSA decided to give this one a 9 as well. We are getting some work done, aren't we? We're getting these slabs cracked that needed to be cracked open. Be honest, this is very entertaining, isn't it? Ow. Really? Whoa, this one's got like a different kind of holder. It's like stickier. This holder's stickier. I hate it how they got different holders, man. This one's really strong. Doesn't want to give up the card at all. That's no good. Why did PSA do this? Different holder, guys, for sure. Wow. Really, really strong encapsulation on this one. I'm scared. Oh, it might be their new holder. That might be the heavy one. Could barely tell, actually. Okay, that's weak. And that's weak. I mean, weak in the corners there. Not gonna lie, it is entertaining. I feel like it's so entertaining that people would just sit here and watch this rather than packs get opened. So this might be something to do in my private time rather than the middle of the stream. I miss when Mister would break them with his bare hands. Well, this one ain't breaking with my bare hands. There's no way. Even the tool can't break it. Wow, that's just bending. I wonder if I could grab the top and the bottom together. Now, this reminds me of the Ancient Mew card. You guys remember trying to get the Ancient Mew out? That card was stuck like crazy. I've never seen a PSA slab act like that. I have. Yep. Doesn't want to crack either. So it's like made out, look at that. It's like made out of a more solid plastic or something. It's like a kind of rubber. It's like a rubber plastic. Very hard to open. So if I recall, I think I started doing this on that rubber plastic. Yep. Yeah, this is the rubber plastic. I've dealt with this before. I've dealt with this exact plastic before. It was on an Ancient Mew and is very powerful. It was like truly tamper proof. But I don't like that. I like to be able to withdraw my card nice and easy. It's my card. And if I disagree with your grade, I should be allowed to go get a second opinion. Shouldn't be virtually impossible to get my card back out. So here it is. We ran into it again. The plastic PSA slab, the rubber plastic. Wow. Just incredible. All right. I think we've had an order come in, right? Let's see what this is. Here's an order from Mr. Chris. Chris, are you about to save the stream? I think Chris is here. He's about to save the stream. Chris, we were having a slow stream, man. What do you think of that, Chris? We can't be having a slow stream. Chris is here to save us, everybody. He sent in for 2 Pokey Shuffles. That's all it takes. All right, so we've been doing some business with our strong horsey hoof cutter. The craziest part, this plastic here has simply separated. The lip has separated. It hasn't actually cracked. Hey, wait, where'd my screwdriver go? There it is. So we might have a small end on this side. Yep, we do. That's incredible. This is so well stuck. Wish I had my wedge. Wow, this is just nuts. Gonna break my screwdriver, man. If I ruin the card, I ruin the card. Okay, everybody, so don't get mad. Don't feel too bad for me either. I can afford to ruin a card or two. Just crazy. So powerful. The hold on this card is super strong. At least you know it would have been safe in a tornado. What's the value of the card? It's not cheap at all. This one's a really expensive card. Oh my dear God. Look, see? Not coming loose. This would rather cut off than for the encapsulated part to break free. That might do it. So back in the day when you had a tricky to remove card, you didn't open the slab all the way. You just opened it partially. Let's keep working on it. Mr. Chris, we're about to take care of you. Have no fear, okay? This is outrageously difficult to open. Take your time, no rush. Thanks, man. You can see the plastic come right off. The lip comes off, and it's still held together. Okay, here goes. There's the extraction. We didn't even finish opening it. Too difficult. Okay, let's grab the brush. What's this? Is this plastic? Did we do that? Was that there before? Look at that. There's like a little speck right there. Is it possible that we caused an issue here? I can't tell, actually. That's like a speck. Was that there before? I don't recognize it. Oh, man. I wonder if we caused that during the process. Like I said, don't feel bad for me if we lose the card, but I didn't see that there when we were looking at it the first time. That's a very obvious spot. I feel like I would have seen that. In all of the work we did there, it's possible a piece of debris fell on top of the card and then got crushed there. Of course, if this stupid mother effing slab just slid right open, like if it just pulled open, that could never happen. But I suppose with how tough it was, maybe a little piece of debris could have fallen, could have slipped. It was there already? Okay, so there already. All right, all right, all right. Well, that was good practice opening a card at least. What is it? Would that wash off? I don't know if that will wash off. All right, we're just messing around now, guys. We're just asking for trouble. No. Wait, is it washing off? I can't tell. No, doesn't look like it. Is it? Wait, it is. Oh my gosh, I think it's washing off. We washed it off. Just a bit of spit, really. Wow, it's gone now. We just have to remove any residue. Wow, would you guys have done that experiment? It's, it's interesting. You got to take risks. I feel like if you don't have enough money, you don't want to take a risk, you know? So just somebody who can afford to lose a really valuable card would do that, like myself, perhaps. I wouldn't have done this in the past. Wow. That's crazy, man. We removed it. Wow. Wonder if it has a shot at a 10. Just needs a little spit is all. That was pretty interesting, wasn't it? White speck was already there. Maybe that's what made it a 9. There you go. You guys ever seen these sleeves before with the pre-cut corners? All right. I don't like this. Is that on the inside of the sleeve? Let's get a different one. Wow, maybe a shot at a 10. Haktua on that thing. Yeah, I just Haktua'd on it. What a journey we just went on there, guys. It almost looks like there's a speck here on this guy, too. Hold on. Yeah, that's gone. Okay, good. Imagine having to clean your cards before you send them out. There it goes. All right. You don't realize how big of a deal this is if it grades 10. If this grades 10, I'm not selling that for less than like, I don't know, like $5,000 or something like that. I mean, that's the card. That's the Halo card right there, guys. Probably the best possible Halo card there is, like base set Charizard. All right. Did you see how challenging that was? Just getting my own card out of that stupid PSA holder. Jeez Louise, dude. We could have damaged that card quite easily. It happens. That's why I was telling you guys ahead of time. I'm like, look, if we break this, we break it. If we hurt the card, we hurt the card, and everything's lost. All this does not. It's not without risk. There's risk for sure. All right. I might have to have Mike's side clip that. What do you guys think? Was that clip worthy? That was pretty good because that card's really expensive. And so you guys get the benefit of seeing me mess around with the pricey card without having to do it yourselves and risk hurting your own card. Um, removed white blob. Removed blob on very expensive Topps Halo card. Hard to get out of Slab 2. 85 minutes. All right. So hot to it on it. Let's get it over there. We need a picture on this as well. I can always clip if needed. Hey, TCC, I thought BSA said they were going to fine you if you don't use Card Saver ones. I think they said that, and I just kind of told them, all right. I told them I don't care because I'm not going to use Card Saver ones and damage my cards. It's not going to happen. That's why I told them. I was like, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. Card Saver ones are smaller. So this goes in the regrade channel. Okay. Another Master Queef. This one had a small blob, and we even clipped it. Was very hard to remove. Used spit to wipe off the blemish from the top. Now regrading with PSA. All right. All right. Very good. So that's going out. Look. Wait, where'd the other one go? Didn't I have two of these? Oh, yeah, here it is. All right. Let's check that out. You realize how expensive these are? These are crazy expensive. PSA still gives them both nines. I mean, they could. PSA is harsh, man. And those are square cut cards. All right. We got to save these little plastic baggies. That's what we used to make the junk packs with. So a lot of junk packs there. Here's a nice quip drawing if you guys want a chance at that. Who's next? Right. We've got an order from Mr. Chris. Oh, Chris. Sweet, sweet Chris. Chris, did you know you're the only order in the queue? All right. Here you go, Chris Gonzalez. It's just you and me, Chris. We're the only ones. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There. Oops. Put that there. But 2 cold ones, Chris. 2 cold ones. All right. Very good. I'm sorry. Coughing it up over here. That's it. There's no other queues in the orders. No other orders in the queue. I said that backwards. All right. I mean, we could just hang around. What do you guys want to do? Hang around? Look at each other? Just hanging around. I guess I could remove some junk cards from my bags again. Let's see. This is a trade bag. Let's get some junk out of here. Oh, a lot of junk here. There it is. Do you believe in AI graded cards? No, not really. Not really. I think that those are just human graded cards. All right, some Korean. Might have gotten that from Six. Do you think Six gave us those? If you guys want to go in the trade slab on a trade, feel free to send in for the trade slab. Be like, hey, I would like to trade for that. All right, set this here. I could list slabs on eBay. That's another thing we could probably do. How many spots left in the Rocket Pack split? Lorenzo, there's 10 spots left. There's one guy in there so far. One guy's in. All right, how about this baggie here? These are those Tarukas. That's junk. Let's see. These are not junk. Those are nice Taruka cards. That's junk. These are nice. Nice, 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 nice. I mean, these Topps cards are kind of like junk, but I know I sent in an order. Hell yeah, dude. Let's get some cards, man. Let's get some cards open. Let's get some action here, man. It's been a little bit of a slow night. We're in between sets. I don't blame you guys. We're waiting for the next Pokemon set comes out at the end of May. There it is. Something like Abyss Eye or something like that. You guys excited for that? New Abyss Eye? We need some new sets up in this stream. What do you think? Smaller order? All right, no problem. Grab this. The jumbo pack breaks are really cool. We do have a fresh jumbo pack break. I believe we added a free pack to it. So it's like This jumbo pack break, the value on it, I think is sitting at like 180 at this point. This one right here. There's nobody in it though, but I believe the value is 180. It should be 160, right? Because 40 times 4 is 160. But because we've added a couple spare packs, it's all the way up to 180. So you're getting a deal on it. I don't know how many more packs I want to add to it though. I mean, there's a limit to how negative I want to go. There it is. That's the junk pack. Junk bag. I'm gonna go jump over to the queue. It's Mr. Joseph Smith. Hey, what's up, Joseph Smith? Chaos Rising. Yeah, that's the English version of the set, right? He says 2 Triple B, 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream, 1 Poke Shuffle. All right, so we're gonna get you in here. You probably noted that this is a very nice knockdown. All right, Joseph Smith. Thank you. 2 Triple Beats. Let's go grab them. 1 and 2. 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream. 1 Korean Blue Sky Stream. Where are we? Aha. And then the Pokey Shuffle. Good luck on the Pokey Shuffle. Let's see if we get a big snipe. Boy, you guys went really crazy on the Pokey Shuffles the last month. They were the star product for sure, Pokey Shuffles. Are there any giveaways right now? Yes, there are. It's the knockdown right there. 1 cold one. All right, you got a little Ampharos. I'm going to pop them back in here. Remember, when you pull those shuffles, those common cards are technically yours. So if you want to keep it, just tell me. I just assume you want to donate it back. But if you want it, just let me know. How did the Erica get an 8? You know, I really didn't look. I did not look. Why don't we take a look at it? That's too bad, isn't it? Yeah, got an 8. Mr. Cold. Maybe if it looks too nice, we'll have to regrade it ourselves, huh? It was on my regrade shelf. Yikes! Just called once, Mr. Joseph. Joseph, you know what that means? It means the next one's a hot one. All right, let's take a quick look. How did this get an 8? That's what I want to know. Yeah, actually, this looks so nice. But you know what? I do see a white dot up here. There it is. Maybe that. Is that white? Is that a white edge? I don't think so. I think that's a lip. So you're seeing light reflect off of a lip. I think this card is at least a 9. So it's not a 10 at the very least. 25 bucks is 25 bucks. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Excuse me. No orders in the queue. We got an empty queue. Beginning of the stream for a nighttime stream is pretty slow consistently, huh? What else we got over here? So, how about another one of these slabs? What's wrong with this one? Oh, Rocket Returns Cubone. Very lovely. And this graded 9 with tag, and I didn't like that, huh? It's such a nice card. But I should at least scan to know what's wrong with it. How much are you pricing the Rainbow's Art for? Yeah, he did get priced today. He's on the table right now. I'm going to show you, okay? But first, I'm going to scan this stupid guy. All right. Find out what's wrong with this. It says back, middle left, edgeware. Oh, yeah, I kind of see it. Yeah, so they're referring to this over here. That thing right there cost to degrade a 9, which I find to be ridiculous. Because, if you're looking, it's got one right up here, too. So this is definitely a regrade. That is too borderline for that card to be rejected. Here goes. I hate cracking tag slabs. These are the absolute worst. Already cracking like glass. They basically crack like glass every time. every single time. I don't know what the trick to these are. If there is a trick, the guys at Tag probably know. I hate these. They're so hard to get your card back out of. Maybe we can just keep piecing it apart. Yeah, like, see, look what we're doing. We're just kind of continuously breaking the glass. Oh, my hand's already tired. This one's tough, man. It's always tough. So the odds of hurting your card are very high. They claim to have engineered it this way, like it's some really clever thing. But honestly, I think it's just they discovered that their slabs are very brittle. Why are their slabs so brittle? Probably because it's like glass. Probably very dense material. And that's why it looks so good. I gotta be careful not to touch not to touch the card on this side. It's almost there. It's almost off. Can't get any closer. I hate this. Terrible. This is the hardest the hardest slabs to open are the tag slabs. Although that rubbery PSA slab really gives tag a run for its money. There it goes. Yeah, the rubbery PSA slab, the one we were just dealing with, that's also pretty hard. I couldn't tell you which one's definitely harder, but that one's plenty difficult. Okay, these glass shards can go into your feet and your hands, by the way. Just so you know, it could go into your eyes. Wear safety glasses when you do this. Be aware that if you do it on carpet, you could end up with a very serious splinter. That's true for all slab breaks. Huh. So that was already kind of a generous grade because look down the center of the card. There's a line that runs all the way down the center. So 9 was already kind of generous. All right. Now, the hardest part is getting the card off of the slab. There it is. We broke the tension. All right. So now we get to play around with fixing the card. I still think the $20 trade side were pretty popular. You like the ones that were a little more expensive. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I thought they were cool too. I didn't have anything against them. We could do another one. I don't mind. I just reach for whatever I reach for. There's no thought process to it. All right, lots of cleaning. We don't want too many shards getting around. All right, now we have some work to do. So they didn't like this edge here. We're going to try and repair it. If we damage it, oh well. We already screwed around with a way more expensive card. That Halo card costs much more than this guy. But which way is it sticking up, on the front or the back? On the back. So it's sticking up on the back. All right, so we're going to curl the edge here. And that's going to reset the edge of the card, I think. Yeah, it's gone away slightly. Let's do it one more time. Basically, we're just flattening our card. What do you guys think? Is that considered altered, to flatten your own card? And now it's way reduced. So there it is. It's still sort of there, but it's been reduced. So the flattening is working. How do you guys feel about this? This is not altering. You're simply doing what Pokemon Company should have done. Just a little more, and then I'm going to stop, okay? Send in those orders if you guys would like to open something. We're having a slow stream. We're open to almost nothing. I might just head off to bed. Wait for the Wednesday stream. Tuesday, kind of a slow day. I should just take Tuesdays off, man. Okay, I don't know if we've applied too much pressure now, but I think it's possible to do that. Yeah, it's mostly gone now. So you can kind of detect that it's there, but it's like, it's not much. It's not like it was before, you know? So, all right. So we graded that one with tag last. I say we send it into PSA this time. PSA may also reject it, though. It's got this line running up the middle. Now, why does that line occur? That line occurs because this card would have been um, probably the first card out of the pack. And so what's going on is there was another pack laying on top of it, and the flap was lined up right here. The back of the cards have a little flap on them. So we don't know how that'll result. We'll have to see. But we have removed the nick that I wouldn't say 100% removed it. We've significantly lessened the nick that was on the back side of the card that tag didn't like. So we're gonna get our second opinion from PSA now. This one shall go off to PSA. It's a very prestigious card if it does grade 10 with PSA. Probably gonna be like a $200 10. So it's worth the regrade. All right. Tag 9. We flattened a blip on the back left edge. All right. So this card received flattening. Good. Report him to the Pokey Police for altering. Technically, all cards get altered when you damage them playing. If you bent a card as a kid, it's technically altered. Yeah, that's an interesting perspective. If a card got nicked, like damaged as a kid, that's alter or that's quote unquote altering, right? You've changed the card. I think we're not adding anything to the card. There's no orders in the queue. How's it going, Mr. Wiley Games? Ooh, excuse me. All right, still coughing. I don't know, guys. I think tonight's too slow of a night. I might be hopping off. Let me see. I think I might just go play, or I might go play some Star Wars Battlefront or something. It's been fun. I almost wonder if hosting these, not hosting, I almost wonder if doing these slab krakens is actually not such a great thing for the live stream, because I have a theory that they're so entertaining that you don't feel like you want to open anything because your brain has received a certain amount of dopamine from just watching a craft, right? Modifying original factory produced appearance is altering, says Destroyer. Um, I will respect whatever PSA has to say about it. So whatever PSA says, we will follow their guidelines. I don't know if PSA has guidelines on it right now. Like if I have if I have a bend in my card and I successfully unbend it and make it flat, have I altered the card or have I removed a bend? We saw a blip on the front of that Halo Tops card, right? And what did I do? I spit on it. I literally just spit on it and wiped the blip off. Have I altered the card? So this it's a really fun, maybe philosophical conversation to have about the concept of a card altering. Like I said, I'm against it when people add something to the card. So if you use a blue crayon or a blue marker to fill in the white dots, if you shave off some of the card, right? They do that with like the square cut cards. If you if you use a sort of like plastic filler to remove print lines, all of that I considered altered. If your card has a lip on the edge and you just roll the lip out, if you just flatten it, I don't know. That's pretty borderline. I feel like it's not that big of a deal, especially if it's undetectable. It's still all of the 100% original card. Nothing's been added. All you've done is flattened the lip. And that's precisely what we've done here. We had a lip on the card and we flattened it. So again, the community might have its perspective on it. I'll respect whatever PSA decides. So if PSA decides that's considered an altered card, we'll never do it again. We'll leave them untouched. If PSA doesn't care, we're going to keep fixing our lips. So if we have a lip on a card, we're going to flatten it. Here's Mr. Chris. He says, one pokey shuffle. Chris! Thanks, Chris. Fixing damage is altering. Yeah, uh, if you want. If that's how you feel about it, like I said, I will go with whatever PSA's guidelines on the subject is. We are. One, improving is called altered, but damaging isn't. Funny perspective when you think about it. 1, 2, 3, and boop. Shagodet. Like, imagine a kid put a booger on a card, right? And then you go in and you clean the booger off. Have you altered the card? And I'm not saying that in a facetious way. I really mean it. Do you think that so some kid in 1996 puts a booger on his card because he's a kid, and now it's 2026, and you just take a micro cloth maybe and some spit and you wipe the booger off, so the booger's been removed. Have you altered the card? That's a real question. And so that does go into the realm of, if like, look, these have some blemishes on them. If I could just remove those blemishes like this, let me get some spit on that. I don't know what those blemishes are. Do they wipe off? I don't know if they wipe off, actually. Might be a bad example. These might be blemishes that don't clean off. Yeah, these might be a little more permanent than whatever we were dealing with on the Halo card. Yeah, it's more permanent. What is that? Must be like a missing paint thing. Yeah, that's got to be missing paint or something. All right, so that's look at that. That's missing paint. So bad example. But like, so if a card has a booger on it and you wipe it off, have you altered the card or not? I think it's a fair question. Cleaning isn't altering. Altering in my mind is attempting to hide imperfections. You got to wipe off the booger. PSA 10 Boogermon. That's a sticky booger. Fixing a bend is the same as fixing a warped card is not damaged. Yeah, so I call it a lip. It's when a card gets cut, and because of the force of the blade, the very, very edge of the card lifts up. You see it a lot on a lot of corners and edges. Let's find an especially egregious lip. Do any of these have them? Yeah, they all have lips, but it's basically the thing that makes the edge of the card shine. Like right here, you see that? That's a lip. See that? Just kind of an upturn. And suppose you could actually flatten those. You could flatten those lips down. Should you be allowed to do that, or have you changed the card too much? It's a great question. Here's a problem. If PSA is judging your card based off of that lip, and lips can just be smushed down, very similar to a warp, what's stopping you from just pushing them down? If I think part of it also comes down to whether PSA can actually detect that you've done that. If it's undetectable, have you really, have you really ruined the card for the next guy who wants to collect it? It's an interesting question. Again, it's kind of a philosophical thing. All right, let's see what we got. We've got Mr. Joseph Smith. He says two more. Triplet beat. All right, let's get it. Triplet beat. There it is. Smoosh. I don't think cleaning dirt or boogers is altering. Here it is. All right, but when it comes to like coins, right? That would be considered altering, I'm pretty sure. Like if you clean a coin, it's considered a cleaned coin. So it's interesting. A different hobby is harsher about those kind of things. Wow, those also were cold. I'm sorry, Mr. Joseph. That's no good. Do you trade slabs? I buy them back sometimes. I also put them up for consignment. So let's say you don't like the slab that you pulled and you just want it to turn into money again. You can have me put it up on this table as your slab and it's for sale. Here's how it works. If it sells, you get a 75% payout, okay? All right. Mr. Pat Gibbs says he would try a Marvel Impel Series 2. Let me go get that Marvel Impel Series 2. Let's see. What do we got? Aha. I've thought about putting together jumbo packs that include all these weird cards, the other cards, like this. We coughed at the same time, but mine was from Mary Jane. Mine's probably from lung cancer. Who knows why I'm coughing? All right, let's snip this. There it goes. All right, the official Marvel Superheroes trading cards. This is Marvel Series 2 Impel, and it's really old, and these are $7 a pack. Black lung. Maybe I black lung from breathing in Pokemon card fumes. These booster packs have a lot of chemicals from the paint in them. You guys ever thought of that? Thor's hammer, Sabretooth, Puck. Here's Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin, Avengers West Coast, Invisible Woman, Sarasen, Silver Surfer and Thanos, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Death Watch, and Scarlet Witch. So this is considered a cold pack because it doesn't have a holographic in it. But still, look at all these beautiful cards. So many beautiful cards out of one pack. And he gets to keep all of them. All right, let me put them into your bag, Mr. Pat. That's a dope pack. Yeah, these are $7 a pack. It's called Impel Series 2 Marvel. It's on the extended menu. Do you know the extended menu? It's probably in the website. All right. Where did we last put your bag? It's such a mess over here. There's too many bags. There's just too many bags. No way around it. Okay, we got Philip. We got PDX. We got, who's this? Nathan Mitchell. Dear heavens. Here it is, Pat Gibbs. Okay. So we got a very fat Pat Gibbs bag. Mr. Pat will do another Impel Series 2. Let's go ahead and grab this sticker. So I put the name Pat there. This is a new thing we're practicing where we put the name on the lip of the bag and we can find your bags more easily from far away. All right, so Pat's going to try that again real fast. Another Impel Series 2. Here we are. All right. Would I buy the Pachirisu I got yesterday? It's a tag 10. I can put it up on the, you can always make me an offer how much you would sell it for, by the way. So you can say, hey, I'll sell it to you for X amount if you buy it right now. But if you wish, I can gather that slab and put it up on the table for sale for someone else to buy it if you wish. We are. All right. Packet number 2. Silver Surfer. Captain America. Green Goblin. Red Skull. Banshee. Daredevil versus Kingpin. That's cool. All right. Power ratings. All right. Wonder Man. Spider-Man versus Dr. Octopus. I usually skip this part. Here's Annihilus, Dark Phoenix, and Cable. All right. These are all gradable, by the way. PSA grades these cards. So you get this whole packet. And if any of them look good, you can just go grade them. Let's see. I love junk packs. Yeah, we sell junk packs for $3. What do they have in them? They've got junk in them. I wish I could hire one of you guys to come over here and just make a bunch of junk packs for me. That'd be cool. Here's Rainbow Dragonite. Heavy Cruiser Rune Signature. Dragapult. Slowpoke. And Palafin. Okay. Wow. We're going deep today, aren't we? Tyler Ferbert, 5 junk packs. You got it, Mr. Tyler, 5 of the junk packs. You can literally hire me to do that. I'll take the next flight. Just let me know. Yeah, that'd be cool. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. What's up with these Korean Volt cards in the front? All right, you ready? We'll stow you away in John's previous living quarters. Actually, that house is getting relisted. Here's a little Pig Knight, Chainsaw Man English. That's pretty good. Some of these, some of those. Some of these Tarukas, Alien Ammonite, some of these, some of those. That's pack number 1. I'm a solid, trustworthy guy, just antisocial. What? We are. Here's. I grew up chewing cards and collecting bubblegum. Oh, yeah, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Here's Devil Hunter. What? It's the same guy twice. How did that happen? There's a nice Gyarados. That looks like a 151 Gyarados. Ricky Warrior. Oh, those are kind of cool. Forgot about that set. It has a $70 value. I would do 60 store credit. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to pass on that, okay? But what you can do is you can have me put it up on the table for sale for anyone to buy. And if somebody buys it, you would get 75% of the sale, okay? So whatever 75% of 75 is. It's kind of a confusing thing to say, isn't it? I love these junk packs. A lot of the times it's like holographics or just weird stuff. Just really weird stuff. Stuff I'm never going to grade. Like, look, this is nice. Disney, vintage. That's vintage Karuta. But it's like the Karutas that I'm not going to bother grading. Naruto. Rose Spectre of Dun. Vampire Kingdom. All right. Whoa, mama. Look at that little side booby on that one. Moment of Healing Asuna. Whoa. Little side boobage. So this was $15 for all this. It'll fill your bag up pretty fast. Mr. Tyler Ferbert. Okay. Some One Piece, some more Yu-Gi-Oh! And actually 2 Japanese cards. So those are some Japanese EXs. Those might have a value of about $1 together. So, I mean, that's kind of interesting. All right. Probably keep it then because in PSA 10, it's 114. Oh, well, you have to understand, I sold it to you for 75 in that box. So I probably don't want to, personally, I don't want to buy it back for that much. What you can do is have me listed up on the table for 114 though. So you know I could do that as well. If that's what it's selling for. All right, thank you very much for that. Might crack slab. You might crack it? What? You don't want to crack it. You don't want to crack a lacquer. Why would you crack it? It's a good slab. Here's Slow King. All right, so we got a couple consigned cards together. Give me a second here. Time to take these off the table finally. They've been rotating a little while. Consigned cards don't always sell. You guys saw the Alakazam break, right? Here it is. Thought there'd be a little more excitement for that, but so far no one's entered it. Maybe around Friday we'll see more action. Or maybe after I make a video announcing that it exists. Here's a consigned card. All right, so we got a couple consigned cards. Very good. Yeah, we got some good, cool stuff, man. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, like that. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Great places like that. Let's take a picture. So these are going off to the consign channel. We have a consigned channel in our Discord server, and you can see all the cards that are available for consignment. Not for consignment, but are being sold on consignment. All right. Good. Tossing these down here. 490 for this Rainbow Charizard 8. Beautiful. Might be some slab away interest in that particular card. The queue is empty. All right, guys, it's a short stream tonight. I had fun, but it's a dead stream. I'll see you guys for Wednesday. I hope you guys have a nice night. That was the Tuesday stream. Really dead stream. I don't know. We must have had the wrong stuff going on tonight. I had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys for the Wednesday daytime stream.